Hey there. I once heard a story of a man whose lifelong dream was to board a cruise ship and sail the Mediterranean. He longed to visit some of those ancient European cities, Rome, Athens, Istanbul. And he longed, of course, to enjoy all of the experiences that come with being on a cruise ship. However, he wasn't very financially well off. It took him a long time to save up as much as he could just to get the ticket to board the cruise ship. Fortunately, he got that moment and it came. However, he was also aware that he didn't have much money. So he packed an extra suitcase with him and he loaded it full of tins of beans, packets of biscuits and crackers and sachets of lemonade. While he was on the cruise ship, he saw all of the wonderful activities that were going on, the theater, the shows, the cinema, the dancing, the swimming pools, all of these wonderful activities. And he thought, wouldn't it be great to participate in these? He saw all the restaurants, which every meal provided looked like a feast. But he didn't think he could afford it. So he stayed in his little cabin for the majority of the trip and ate his humble tins of beans. It wasn't until the last night of the trip that one of the workers on the cruise ship stopped him and asked him which of all of the farewell parties would he be attending. It was in that moment that he realized everything on the ship, the meals, the entertainment, the excursions were all included in the cost of his ticket. He realized in that moment that he'd been living far below his privileges. Why do I share this story? Well, in Nican, I believe that there are many people that live far below their privileges. Just the other night, we were talking about this wonderful incentive trip that is being hosted by Nican for the qualifiers of Team Kaizen and Team Taishin. This year, we're going to go to Dubai. We've been to other incredible locations in the past, Japan, Italy, Cancun, and you name it. We've just been all around the world. Incredible opportunities for people to have all expenses paid trips with some of their favorite business partners and friends at the same time as getting rewarded for building their businesses. Yet, too many people leave that opportunity on the table. Nikan offers so much: retail profits, group overrides, rebates, leadership bonuses, lifestyle bonuses, incentive trips, you name it, free product. And yet, so many of us leave so much of that on the table. I want to ask you a question. Are you living below your privileges? I want you to consider this seriously and think to yourself as you look forward to the coming months and year ahead, what do you need to do differently in your business to take full advantage of all of the benefits, all of the rewards, all of the opportunities that are afforded to you by Nikan? Sometimes when it comes to goal setting, we think about that critical question, well, what do I really want? But that's not the question I want you to ask right now, because the reality is we all want a lot of stuff, but we don't get it. And there's a reason for it. And that comes down to this question: what am I willing to suffer for? What price am I willing to pay for the things that I want? The truth be told, whatever you get in life, there is a price associated. If you want to be happy, there is a cost. If you want to be miserable, there is a cost. If you want to be successful, there is a price to pay. So what price are you willing to pay? And I'll conclude with this thought. Don't be willing to pay 90% of what's required. That's a little bit like climbing near the summit, having all of the labor and struggle and strain to get near to the top, only to slide back down because you couldn't quite get right to the peak. You got all of that effort, all of that strain, all of that sacrifice, but you don't get the reward. Too many people spend their lives willing to commit half-heartedly to what is really required to get what they want. We've got to pay the full price, pay the full measure, go the full distance in order to get what we truly want in life. Otherwise, we can spend much of our time struggling and suffering and getting little to show for it. That's miserable. We don't want that. So I want to invite you to think seriously about that question. Am I living below my privileges? And two, what price am I willing to pay to get the things that I want? Is it the full measure? Be willing to pay the full price. If you're not sure, you will learn experientially. Get stuck in, get going, get working, and get it done. Because I have found many times I think that it's about this much is required. And then I discover once I'm in the water and swimming, it's that much. But you just keep swimming anyway, keep doing it, keep at it, get the prize, get the prize. So be willing to pay the price, because there is a lot on the table that Niken's offering for you to have a rich and wonderful and fulfilling experience. Thank you very much, and we'll speak to you soon. Take care.